Okay, class, let's start our discussion with a prayer. Please stand up. Can I ask you to do the prayer?
Are you ready, classmates? Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord, bless each one of us as we, as well as our teacher as we gather here today to learn. Please give our clear minds and open our hearts so we can grasp our lesson today. Help us be attentive and let your wisdom guide me. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
So thank you for that journey. Good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Before taking your seats, please arrange your chairs and pick up the trash on the floor, please. Alright, I guess you're done. Please take your seat. So before we start our class, let me check your attendance. Palawar Princess Pia.
Present.
Mahinay Jerlene.
Present, ma'am.
Estabusan Tisa.
Present.
No one is absent. Very good. So last meeting, I instructed you to download the Jamboard, right? Did you downloaded it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. I sent you the link in RGC. Today we're going to explore how rock layers are formed. But first, let's do a quick and fun activity called Rock Layer Builders. I'll give you a minute so you can still think and drag and drop different sediments and environments to create rock layers. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. You have 3 minutes to create your layers. Go ahead. Time's up. Let's see what you created. Who wants to share their screen and explain their layers?
So, we used sand for a river environment, clay for an ocean setting, and pebbles for a desert.
Very good. Great choices. What happens to the sediments after they settle?
They get pressed together.
Exactly. This process is called compaction. And what helps bind them together? Yes?
Minerals.
Yes. Through a process called sedimentation. Why do you think these rock layers are important to study?
They tell us about the Earth's history.
Absolutely. Each layer holds clues about past environments. Now let's dive deeper into how these layers form and what they tell us about Earth's history. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Alright class, let's start off today's lesson with a fun activity to get us thinking about rocks and how they form. Today we're going to play a game called Rock Formation Charades.
What's that, mom?
Well, it's like a regular charades, but with a rock twist. We're going to act out how different types of rocks are formed.
Sounds cool.
Great. Now let's pair up. 2 of you will be forces of nature that shape rocks, and the other 2 will be the rocks themselves. Okay, now pair 1. You're going to act out how sedimentary rocks form, like those layers we see in cliffs. And pair 2, you're going to show us how igneous rock form with all that theory action. Alright class, let's see your sedimentary rock magic. Excellent! You really showed how those layers build up over time. Now pair 2, show us your igneous rock moves. Fantastic job! You really captured the intensity of volcanic activity. Let's give both pairs a round of applause for their fantastic performances. Okay everyone, settle down and take your seat. I want each of you to take a piece of paper from your notebook and crumple it into a ball. Place it gently on your desk and observe what happens. What do you notice about the paper particles when they settle?
So the paper particles form layers on the test surface.
Exactly. Just like how sedimentary rocks are formed through accumulation and compaction of sediments. Why do you think it's essential for us to understand how rock layers are formed? Yes?
Studying rock layers help us figure out what Earth used to look like and what happened in the past. Like if there were oceans and whether there were earthquakes or volcanic eruptions.
Absolutely. information about Earth's history. Thank you, class, for your participation. Alright, class, let's watch this video about how our sedimentary rock formed. Pay close attention to the video presented. Afterwards, I'll be asking you to share your key takeaways from the video. So, let's get ready to watch and make sure to keep note of any interesting points that catch your attention.
Did you know that sedimentary rocks are formed through a process that takes millions of years? Last lesson, we learned about push and pull forces. In this video, we will be learning how sedimentary rocks are formed. Sedimentary rocks are formed through the process of weathering, erosion, deposition, compaction, and cementation. Weathering is the process of rocks being broken down into smaller rocks by growing plants, gravity, heat, wind, water, ice, acid, oxygen, and living organisms. Erosion is the movement or transportation of sediments from one place to another. Sediments can be transported to a new location by moving water, wind, and ice. Deposition is when these sediments are dropped off into a new place. Gravity pulls the floating particles of other rocks, minerals, or once living organisms towards the floor and settles them there. Compaction is a process that takes place over millions of years by which sediments are compressed or squeezed together by the weight of added layers above. The particles are pressed together so tightly that it squeezes out air and liquids until the layer becomes solid. Cementation is the bonding or sticking together of these sediments and the formation of new rocks. When a body of water dries up, or if the Earth's place shifts, it can expose the sedimentary rock below the surface. Weathering and erosion can further expose and break up sedimentary rock layers and can even reveal hidden fossils. Let's review what we learned. Sedimentary rocks are formed through the process of weathering, rocks being broken down, erosion, the movement and transportation of these rocks, deposition, the dropping off of sediments, compaction, the squeezing and pressure added, cementation, the bonding or gluing together of sediments that form new rocks.
Alright, class, now that we've watched the video on sedimentary rock formation, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. Who can summarize the main point of the video for us? Okay.
The video explained how sedimentary rocks are formed through processes like weathering, erosion, deposition, compaction, and cementation.
Excellent summary. These processes are indeed important in the formation of sedimentary rock. Can anyone describe how sedimentary rocks form layers? Yes, Pia.
Sedimentary rocks form layers through the accumulation and compression of sediments over time.
Any final question or observation about sedimentary rock formation before we move on? Yes, Lisa.
How do scientists determine the age of sedimentary rocks?
That's a great question. Scientists use various dating techniques, including relative dating and absolute dating methods, to determine the age of sedimentary rocks and the event recorded within them. Okay, today we're going to explore the fascinating rock cycle and how different types of rocks are formed. I have a diagram here that illustrates the rock cycle. This picture shows the transformational processes that lead to the transition of one type of rock into another over millions of years. Who would like to help to explain the rock cycle? Yes?
Alright, so the rock cycle starts with igneous rocks. These rocks form when magma cools and hardens. Magma is molten rock inside the earth, and when it comes out as lava and cools down, it turns into igneous rock.
Okay, great. So what happened next in the cycle? Yes?
So next, igneous rocks can break down into small pieces through weathering and erosion. These small pieces, called sediments, are moved by wind, water, or ice. They settle in layers in different places.
Good explanation. What do these sediments turn into? Yes?
Over time, the layers of sediments press together and harden from a sedimentary rocks. This process is called compaction and cementation.
Excellent. Now what happens to the sedimentary rock
to metamorphic rocks through a process called metamorphism.
Very good. What happens if metamorphic rocks are exposed to even more heat? Yes?
If metamorphic rocks get really hot, they can melt and turn back to magma. When this magma cools and hardens, it forms igneous rock again, completing the rock cycle.
Excellent explanation from everyone. The rock cycle is a continuous process where rocks are constantly being recycled and transformed. This helps us understand how dynamic our planet is. Thank you all for your explanations. Any questions from the rest of the class? Yes?
How long does it take for the rocks to go through this cycle?
Great question. The rock cycle can take millions of years. Each stage can take a very long time depending on conditions like temperature and pressure. It's a slow but ongoing process. Any other question?
No, ma'am.
Alright, thank you for your participation. Okay everyone, I prepare a very short quiz. Now read and analyze the following question. Choose the letter of the best answer. Write the chosen letter on a separate sheet of paper. So number 1, which is not true about the rock cycle? A, B, C, D. Okay. Number 2, which best defines a sedimentary rock? A, B, C, D. Number 3, limestone is formed from layer of sand, shells, and animal remains that have been compacted together. Which type of rock is limestone? A, B, C, D. Number 4, what process is used to form sedimentary rock? A, B, C, D. Number 5, which type of rock usually contains fossils? A, B, C, D. Number 6, where do sediments come from? A, B, C, D. Number 7, what is the law of superposition? A, B, C, D. Number 8, in a cliff, where are the oldest layer of rocks made of sedimentary rocks usually found? A, B, C, D. Number 9, which of the following are the process of compaction and cementation commonly associated with? A, B, C, D. Last but not the least, number 10, which of the following sedimentary rocks provide clues about? A, B, C, D. Okay, before we dismiss our class, I have prepared an assignment for you in our Google Classroom. And for further instruction, you may read the attached file. So that's all. Thank you so much for listening. Class dismissed.
Goodbye,